Are you gonna fight me in the ring? Yes or no? Coward, liar, are you gonna fight? Plain and simple. That's all you gotta say. You can come with another video. Oh, look, hee ha ha. Are you gonna fight me? Yes or no? Or are you gonna chicken out?
Flashback.
What happened?
Nothing.
So you're acting strange.
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh no, we just eat. I just paid. We just eat certain things. Maybe because the camera was in front. But I'm a good person.
I thought it was common knowledge that Prophet Muscle was a clown, but I guess it's just another one of those well-kept secrets in the fitness community. Apparently 2 years and a few copyright claims and the whole world forgets who this guy is. Well, I sure as hell haven't forgotten about good old Damon.
It's good, man.
Stop taking steroids, my man.
Excuse the guest here. I'm going to ask you to leave. I'm going to have the police remove you.
Fucking deodorant. Shut the fuck up, motherfucker. I'm gonna knock you out cold. I'm gonna knock you out cold. Come here. Come and fight. Referee right here. Come. This dude.
Life's good.
Motherfucker.
Life's good. Come on.
Skinny mother.
Don't let that voice fool you. See, I often float from community to community on YouTube. I watch tons of different shit. Some political stuff, social commentary, some trending things too to stay in the loop. I even watch some of the younger commentary guys, the ones that are always starting shit with each other. I like seeing people all riled up. My home though is and always will be the fitness community. The shores of Lake Crevessa, the farm fields of Langley, the locker rooms of the UBF. For some reason I always find myself back here eventually. No matter who you are, if you spend enough time there, you start realizing the fitness community has two levels. There's the fitness, and then there's everything else.
That this retard talked about Order 66. That's demonic. You know what I'm talking about? Because all they doing is the devil's work. They Satan worshippers. You see what I'm talking about?
You've probably noticed this too. There's a lot of inside jokes that outsiders just don't get, or people that are only known within the fitness community itself. And today we have one of those exact situations. The mysterious Prophet Muscle has recently returned.
Sexual rights women.
There's a lot of different opinions about him. Some people think he's real, some people think he's crazy, some people think he's an actor. My personal favorite though is the twin brother theory. No, for real though, some people actually think it's two twin brothers messing around with people. There's a lot of misinformation here that kind of clouds what's actually going on. And you have to understand, that's all on purpose and done by design. Prophet Muscle has multiple fake wikis, a few fake IMDb pages. He alters his voice in his videos, and there's even height inconsistencies. All to, of course, confuse and sell his persona.
Connor, I pay you $20,000 per minute if you fight me in the ring. Catch, where no alcohol or drugs will be promoted. You heard me?
It is kind of hard to determine what's real with this guy and what's actually going on. Don't worry though, I'll explain it all. So if you're like me and you're familiar with the fitness community, you've probably heard about Prophet Muscle from his interactions with Rich Piana back in 2016. Prophet Muscle came out of nowhere and started calling out different youth celebrities on their steroid use. His technique is to bum rush them when they don't expect it and try to catch them off guard.
You gotta conceptualize this could be somebody's son following your footsteps. You do fake pranks and porn to get fame and money. A man who stands for nothing will fall for everything. Come out. I'm gonna knock you out. Come out. Come out.
He also has someone record it, or he records it himself so he can manipulate the footage later when needed. It's kind of similar to what Charlie Zelenoff does, but with slightly better production value. You'll notice a lot of similarities between these two actually. So whatever notoriety Prophet did gain was in 2016. So while Rich was going through a divorce, Prophet Muscle started calling him out and claiming he was a wife beater and a drug dealer. He even confronted him.
You wanna fight?
No, I don't want to fight, dude.
No, I'm in your neighborhood. I always want to see who's stronger, you know what I mean?
Well, you know,
I got some big arms too.
yeah.
So let's.
A fighter is always going to be tougher than a bodybuilder. You know that.
Prophet made a few videos challenging him to fight. A lot of people just chalked this up to some guy just starting drama for views. After they met face to face, Rich figured out exactly what was going on. I'll explain what gave away Prophet's scam in a few minutes, and why Rich knew exactly what he was doing. But just know that after Rich met Prophet in real life, he knew he was fake and he had no problem calling him out on his bluff. And Rich had a pretty good plan to expose Prophet. Prophet was acting like a tough guy and pretending to be some badass pro fighter. So Rich gave him exactly what he wanted. He accepted his offer.
I'm still down. You want to fight me? Let's do this shit. I'm fucking ready. So you can fight me. You can fight. I mean, that's what you want to do. You want to fight everyone, right? You're going around wanting to fight everyone. Well, step the fuck up. Fight someone. Fight me. Fight Ron. But hey, $20,000, 127 pounds, And all I got to say is, you better not fucking puss out on this one, man. Come on. Seriously. Come on, man. 127 pounds. Talking all that shit. You're claiming you're the top MMA fighter. You fought Mike Tyson, street fight. You just are not going to show the footage yet. You're this, you're that. You're talking all this. You bench 225 for 100 reps. You know, you're just blah, 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 blah. Talk. Step up, man. Back that fucking talk up.
But the fight had to be ASAP. Rich didn't want to drag this out any longer. It also had to be in a ring, not in the street. Not sometime next week, right away in a ring. Rich even put $20,000 up for Profit to show. And he didn't. He disappeared for a whole month, proving what everyone thought. He was all talk. It was pretty hilarious. Profit Pussy t-shirts for all. And everyone started to just ignore this guy's threats and catalog him in the same category as Blaha and other frauds. Some of you might even remember this. And you might be wondering why I'm talking about him now. Well, besides fitting in nicely with the theme of this channel, he's actually come back into mainstream light again. About 6 months ago, a video popped up online of some guy jumping KSI and wrestling around with him at a fast food restaurant.
Yo, man. Yo, go, hey!
Hey! Alright, someone call. Alright, someone.
Yo, JJ.
Yo.
Come on, Punch. Come on, what did you learn from Jeff?
Yo.
Yo, JJ, in.
Hey.
Hurry.
Alright, go.
Yo, JJ.
Calm.
Yo, JJ. Yo, man. Yo. Come. Yo. Stay down.
Are you bleeding? Hey, bro. Bleeding. Bleeding.
Some people recognized the guy right away. It was Profit Muscle. I assumed it was just one of his failed pranks, and the reason why we didn't see him uploaded is because he kinda got his ass kicked. So I guess Profit Muscle has also been paying attention to what's trending, because he found a huge YouTuber who was unfamiliar with him and sent him the edited version of his confrontation with KSI to react to and show to his audience. I told Cabos he should have done some research on this guy because he's actually a known fraud in the fitness community. He was just trying to leech off your position. Profit doesn't care about what you say about his editing. He does that on purpose. His videos are made like that to create confusion. But if you actually dig, there's an interesting story here, and Cabos completely missed it. It's okay though, he's got his hands full making real content.
I can't believe I've seen Greg Paul's dick though. This is just...
So I'll handle this. So who is Profit Muscle and what's actually going on? Well, like I said before, you can't tell a lot from his channel or even YouTube. Profit Muscle is one of those false flagging cunts that tries to control the information put out about him. If you expose his BS, he tries to threaten you by releasing your docs or tracking your IP address. Both total bullshit claims. But don't be fooled for 1 second. The guy's a complete fraud and he's softer than baby shit in real life. I'm gonna get this big reveal away right away because everything just kinda makes more sense when it's pointed out, but I want you to take notice of Profit Muscle's height and the fact that he's obviously stuffing his shirt to look bigger. Look at the elbows, look at the neck and traps, guys. It's all a show to appear tough and badass because when you start going down the rabbit hole, you start to see what's going on. So when you search Profit Muscle on Google, you end up finding some wikis and some IMDb pages about him. They all indicate that he was a stuntman, and a few of them actually give you an actor's name, Damon T. Dana. Well, some of this stuff might be fake, right? I did mention he's known for faking wikis. So let's look into this. Is there proof of articles being fake? Yep. Someone's reported at least one. And he names Damon T. Dana again. So maybe the articles are not necessarily fake, but highly exaggerated. Next, when you check out Damon T. Dana, you start to pull up some interesting things from a few years ago. One is an article about him getting arrested when he was trespassing on Sylvester Stallone's property. Knocked out a guard dog and security ended up calling the police on him. When they questioned him about it, he revealed that his name is Damon T. Dana. He's a 22-year-old aspiring actor from Germany who wanted a job. Remember, this is back in 2010. So if you keep digging, you find out a few months later he actually ambushed Sylvester Stallone at a banquet hall. Except this time he meets him and there's actually footage of it.
The old timer said the body stays still.
This guy, I want to change the society, you know, because
I saw Kelly Knudsen.
Is he a boxer?
it's so much better.
Because he's a world champion boxer right there. What weight class is this kid?
I don't even know.
Oh,
1, 2, which one? 2.
Isaac?
I know he is. Anyway.
Remember the footage in the intro of him getting arrested? Here's the full segment.
50 cent. 50 cent. 50. No, what? We are recording you for something else.
What happened?
Nothing.
So you're acting strange.
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh no, we just eat. I just paid. We just eat certain things. Maybe because the camera was with me. But I'm a good person.
Damon's message to you was, put him in Expendables 2, man. What do you think? Not gonna happen?
Okay, so remember when I talked about height? So Damon looks a lot shorter and smaller than he does now. He also sounds a lot different. Both of those things, though, are explained by him using a voice mod app and elevator shoes. No, I'm being for real, guys. 4-inch heels, 1.5-inch insoles make a huge difference in height. Every short man's best friend. That's why he's never in shorts. Why do you think his videos are all highly distorted? This also explains why he looks a lot shorter in the KSI video when you compare it to how he looked in the Rich Piana video. And the voice could be altered many different ways during editing, guys. Remember when I said Rich Piana knew he was fake? It's because Rich seen his videos with his altered voice, and then when Prophet Muscle confronted him in real life, his voice was obviously different. No wonder Rich is confused. He probably thought to himself, this clown and stuffed shirt the same guy from online? See, Rich seen how fake he was because he's seen him online and in person. Even KSI noticed the voice change. But that's not good enough. We need to connect the two even more. Good thing I found this archive Facebook page that shows the transition. In 2012, he started calling himself Damon the Prophet Dana. He also claims to be a stuntman for the Expendables movie. If you're still doubting this, check out this clip I found when I searched Damon.
You didn't pay, you gotta go back, man. I ain't playing. You gotta please go back.
What's happened?
You didn't pay.
Pay what? Pay who? Hey.
Did he pay?
He paid.
Hello? Can y'all help us out? Hey, go, Eddie, please. Leave him go, man. Leave him go. Let's go. Come on, leave him go.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay for you.
No, leave him go.
It ain't about the money, man. Nothing going on.
Everybody else.
Nothing going on.
Have a good night.
I'm a world champion boxer. You know,
I don't care.
disrespected the other guy.
Let's go. Let him go. It's all over.
Yeah, everything is okay.
Same stuffed shirt, same sunglasses, same do-rag as Prophet, same voice and look as Damon. Here, I'll even show you some side-by-sides with their face so you can see. Same guy. He even harassed Stallone again recently.
Stop taking steroids, my friend. No steroids. No steroids. Don't go jail. Let's go jail. Let's go jail. Don't take steroids.
Man, he's lucky he's dealing with patient celebrities, because if you tried to pull this shit on someone like Christian Bale, it'd be a whole different story.
What the fuck are you doing? Are you professional or not?
Another mystery around Damon was whether or not he actually has any acting experience. Did Stallone give him a job, as possibly a stuntman? Some think he might have. Well, another thing that shows up when you search Damon T. Dana is this little bio that lists his full actor's name and his real name. This is all publicly available knowledge, guys. But seeing as he might try to slap me with a privacy complaint, I'm gonna block it out. Plus, it's not really relevant and adds nothing to the story. And well, he's not on any of the movies he claims. Anywhere. I checked. Not the IMDb page, the actual scrolling credits at the end of the movies. Yeah, I checked. He's not on any of them. The reason why I mentioned his real name earlier is because I checked that also. But no, that wasn't listed there either. So that's all bullshit. Zero acting, zero stunt experience. The only legitimate thing about this guy is that he's in pretty good shape, and he may have had some amateur boxing experience. He does live in LA just like Charlie Z. He even frequents boxing gyms too, so he has trained. That's most likely how he met Floyd and Freddie Roach. Here's Prophet doing a prank video with Floyd Sr.
Just see how strong you are. I ain't gonna do shit. I ain't gonna do shit. Punch me.
I know how strong I am.
Alright then fuck me up, man. I just want to take a punch to get straight in my head, Roger. I want to get straight again. You're the only one who can make me straight.
And here's an old picture of him training. He probably knows the trainers or people affiliated with those guys. But that's really it. Floyd Sr. actually seems really approachable. Or just the target for nobodies with a point to prove. Maybe Damon or Prophet Muscle knows someone who was helping prepare KSI at that time. That would explain how he knew KSI was going to be in the States at that specific time. He's constantly lied about everything he's claimed to accomplish. And now he's just moving on to doing the same thing to e-celebrities and younger YouTubers. Basically anyone that doesn't know him. He's not going to fight anybody. He has no one's address. This guy's a clown who'll do anything for people to say his name. He's Blaha Zelenoff and FuzzyTube all wrapped up in a tan package. I bet when he took his little hiatus a year ago, he just sat back and waited for people to slowly forget about him, and wait for a good time to try this shit all over again in a different community. You gotta understand, the fitness community is segregated. A lot of people don't realize the crazy little things that happen there, and that's why he's trying to move out of it, because it's easier to fool people when you're not well known. But in reality, he's a fake, insecure, failed actor with a stick up his ass. He has minimal boxing experience, and he wears a padded t-shirt and elevator shoes to look bigger.
totally calm right now. This is just a completely natural experience and not the dumbest thing I've ever done.
So in the end, I have no problem with you guys watching this clown. Fuck, like I said before, I love a good dumpster fire. I think everybody should be able to post videos. I'm not about deplatforming anyone or anything like that. I just want you guys to be aware of fake shit. Because let's be real, if someone's capable of being a compulsive liar for years on end, they're also capable of scamming and ripping people off financially. And Damon very well could be a little unhinged. I just want you guys to know what you're actually watching, that's it. But there is some gold lining to this story. Because if everything fails for Damon, which likely will happen, he's always got one thing to fall back on. He's always got the UBF. I think that's more his league. Plus, everyone loves a good redemption arc. They're both fake, they should have to fight for the fake belt. I'd watch that freak show. I think it could go either way too. You can't deny the GOAT can take a punch. He's only got about 10 seconds of cardio, but I think he could land a couple haymakers on Profit in 10 seconds. To be honest, I wouldn't even really care who won, but I do think the loser should have to clean Genova's house.
No, we're good. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed.
Dude, the smell is so bad. How bad is the smell?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable, Sammy.
I'm not uncomfortable. Jason, I'm not uncomfortable, really. It just smells a little, that's all.
Yeah. Wait till you see Lenny's house. You're gonna be crying when you see that.
I'm curious to know what Mayhem Miller thinks of this. Apparently he has a pay-per-view fight with Profit soon. I may have asked Miller how much the tickets cost. You know, just for future curiosity. Follow me on Twitter for updates. If he responds, I'll tell you guys how much the tickets are going for. See you guys next upload.